Hello, great learners. You're welcome once again to Math Theatre TV. In today's lecture, we're looking at inverse of matrix. And we have two questions here to look at how to resolve the inverse of a matrix. Now, the first one says A equals that. We're asked to find the inverse. Now, let's get into the solution quickly. Now, how do we find inverse of a matrix? We are meant to understand that the inverse of a matrix, which is denoted as A raised to the power minus 1, is what? 1 over what? The determinant of A, determinant of A, then let's assume that what? Let's assume that if A was actually what? A, B, C, D, then the inverse of this becomes what? Becomes these entries here, we switch place, so you now have D, A. Why these entries? You attach what? You attach a negative sign to both of them. So that's how we resolve what? That's how we resolve the inverse of a matrix. So now applying this now into this now, therefore we're going to have what? Our inverse of what? A here becomes 1 ratio what? The determinant of what? The matrix A. And determinant is simply what? The difference between the product of this as against this. So 4 times 3 minus what? 1 times 2. That's how we what? That's how we resolve what? Determinant. Then here, what now happens again? We're going to apply what I just explained now. The 4 and the 3 will switch place. So we have 3, you have 4 here. While the 1 will now carry a negative sign. So also the 2 will take a negative sign. Okay? So that gives us what now? That's now 1 or ratio what? 4 times 3. That's 12. Then 12 minus 2. Yes, 10. Then we have 3 minus 1 minus 2, 4. So that's the solution. That's the inverse of what? Of the matrix what? A. You want to put that into what? Into the element. So that becomes 3 over 10 minus 2 over 10. You want to put what? You want to resolve this further. Yeah. If you choose to resolve it further, it becomes what now? If you want to resolve further, this becomes 3 over 10. This becomes 2 cancel out this, that's 5. So here becomes negative 1 over 5. Then here you have negative 1 over 10. Here you have 2 ratio what? 2 ratio 5. If you want to resolve what? You want to resolve further. And that's this what? That's the solution. Both are what? Are same thing, the same answer. That's how we resolve what? The inverse of the matrix what? A. Now, if you got any value from the first question, why not? Hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification when we post interesting lectures as when you're listening to. And why not? Help us share this channel to your friends, your classmates, so they too can also what? Benefit from this. Now let's see question 2, still on inverse. We're told that we should find the matrix N, find the matrix N if Mn is equals to I, which is the identity, and the matrix M has what? Has these entries. Now, from our knowledge of matrix, we're meant to understand that what? If we have a matrix A, now the product between what? The product between the matrix A and its inverse is equals to what? Is equals to the identity. The product between the matrix A and its inverse is equals to what? The identity. So in other words, this is an inverse of this. So using this now to compare this now, we can say from here that what? That N is what? Is the inverse of M. So if N is the inverse of M, so N, like we said now, is the inverse of M based on what I just explained now. So to get the inverse of M, it's going to be 1 or ratio what? The determinant of M. Then here, both of them will switch place. That's minus 2, minus 1. Then we'll ascribe negative sign to this and also to this. So our N now becomes what? Becomes 1 over what? The determinant here, which is what? Minus 2 times this. That's 2. Then 2 minus 1. So that's 1. All right. Remember that determinant is what? The difference between the product of this and the product of this. So we have minus 2, minus 1, minus 1, and also minus 1. All right. So the value of N there becomes what? If either of these entries now multiply this, it will still come out the same. So that's -2, -1, -1, -1, and that's the solution to this problem that we just resolved now. Don't forget we said that any matrix that multiplies its inverse becomes an identity. So the A here now is the inverse of what? This. All right? A is the inverse of this. So also N is the inverse of this. So that's what we resolve now, and that's the value of what? That's the value of N. So that's how we resolve inverse of a matrix, and that becomes the size of our lecture today. Please, one more time, if you've gotten any value from today's lecture, why not do hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on. And also, why not? You can also help us share this channel to your friends, your classmates, so they too can also benefit from what we're doing in Math Theatre TV. So until I see you in our next lecture, don't forget, this is Mr. Innocent. Your success is my delight. Peace.